Now it's good, but it's going in and out.
Okay, well, you know, I'll just keep going. I'll speak loudly. Okay, good. So the Expo Tours, the topics, artificial intelligence, digital marketing, future tech, and in-store come from the retailers. So the program is developed basically for them, by them. They pay $150 to take it, so it's not a pay-for-play, it's an honest, you know, this is the best in the market. We also do executive store tours. There's a store tour program here, but we do executive store tours around the world. So basically, there are, from a simplicity point of view, there are 8 factors that drive retail. The first one is people are hired for the human touch, and then the next is they're trained for, you know, for performance. The next factor we see, and many of these companies represent these factors. So basically, it's going again, it's the human touch. What does that mean? People are hired because they're kind and empathetic. The second is training. Those companies that hire for kindness and empathy and train, like Sephora or Nordstrom or Williams-Sonoma, outperform the marketplace. The next is store design. So what does a store mean and how does it relate to the brand DNA? The next is the brand story. Why is this Birkin bag or why is this Louis Vuitton bag worth $5,000 or $20,000 or $30,000? There's a brand story there. I may have mentioned employee training, but imagine if we are not in retail and we're in soccer and we train every day by Zoom. Can we win the World Cup? Maybe not. The next is the ability to change. Those companies that can change quickly did well in the pandemic. Those that didn't, are no longer here. The next is unique value proposition. Why should I get out of my pajamas and go anywhere? You know, when I can just stay and order things. And the last one is safety. So follow me, and we will explore the world of digital innovation. We're going to take a shortcut here. This is a part of the floor. There are supposed to be about 35,000 people here. Great, so this is the upper show floor. This is where you'll find companies like Salesforce, IBM. These are the big ones. Yep. The company we're going to is called Zipline. And Zipline is internal communications for store operations. So it's a way for the stores and the employees of the stores to communicate every day and act like a team through the Teamwork software platform. We're going to meet Melissa Wan, who is basically the CEO of the company, and she actually was in retail. And one of the things that frustrated Melissa was the fact that the communication process to actually merchandise the store was very limited and broken. So she started a company, Zipline, about 7 years ago, and it's been very successful. So right ahead of us, you see Amazon Web Services. Further down, you'll see Salesforce, which is one of our visits. And you know, it's a thriving, vibrant community. And we're coming up to Melissa right now, and we're going to turn it over to Melissa in just a couple of seconds. So here you are, and Melissa, here are groups from the media. Great. So, Melissa, you're gonna give us a talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
So hi, my name is Michelle Wall, and I am the VP of Marketing at Zipline. And one of the things that we know is across the entire retail industry.
Can you hear?
You're good? Only 29% of directives that are sent from headquarters are actually implemented by stores. And that's the problem that Melissa, the founder of Zipline, was trying to solve with Zipline. So she used to work at the Gap. She was in a communications role. She had access to the best technology. She had access to the best people. But even with all that, she couldn't get stores to do the thing. And she knew that there was a better way to do that, and that was through better communications. So she left Zipline. She partnered with technical co-founder, Jeremy Baker, and they developed Zipline. So what Zipline does is it helps best-in-class retailers, and you can see these folks here, folks like Lululemon, Lego, Nike, The Gap, bring brand strategies to life in stores. So every brand is trying to get stuff done, but it really breaks down at the store level because people aren't getting the right communications. They're getting the communications, but maybe it's in an email and they don't go back. Maybe stores are communicating with PDF packets and it's just not getting through. So Zipline really helps brands align their headquarters and the field. And with that, we are seeing our brands drive 90+% execution. We do that with a philosophy that we call see more, connect more, do more. So we help folks in stores see everything that they have to do in one place. We give them all the resources in one place, so it's really a one-stop shop for what they need to know and to do. Connect more, we give them teams, we give them tools to provide feedback back to the brand or share best practices amongst each other. And do more, we are 100% focused on execution. So we have the task management platform that helps them know everything they need to do and get done. And today, we know that brands are struggling with driving retention and engaging employees. So what we are finding kind of as a side benefit of Zipline is it's really helping engage employees. They feel much more connected to the brand, and when they feel connected to the brand, they understand how what they're being asked to do really drives brand performance. So they kind of feel that connection, they feel part of the team. Whereas before, stores kind of felt like the stepchild. Now they really feel like they're part of the brand.
Is it possible to buy?
So the book is coming out soon.
The retailers. There's Maria and there's Kevin, and they're leading our tour.
Tour meets tour.
There you go, tour. A 10-minute visit to each of the different booths. We spend, a long time preparing each of the booths to give a 10-minute overview of their company, and the retailers can come back if they wish. It's very hard to be brief. We all know that the hardest thing is to be brief, so we do that. The survey results that we get from the retailers who take the tours, it improves the actual experience of the NRF by around 60%. So it's great to have a show floor, but it's even better to know how to navigate it. I was telling a lot of the folks before that this is a unique show in the world in that they have the largest technology platform, and each of the booths are a representation of retail. So it's not, we have this technology that does these. It's very, very specific to retail. When you go to CES, it's kind of generic.
I explained it like tech for technology's sake versus tech for its purpose.
Exactly, tech for a purpose. So this is a very, very busy booth. So I'm going to ask that we stand in front of Casey's, and I'm going to bring Gordon, who is going to be our spokesperson for Salesforce. Great. So I'd like you to meet Gordon, who runs the retail practice at Salesforce. He is a font of knowledge. And so when I think about Salesforce, I think about connecting the customer journey, but much more.
Okay. Yeah. Great. Well, thank you for being here, first of all. I really appreciate it. My name is Gordon Evans. I lead our retail industry marketing here at Salesforce. And for the last 24 years, we're coming up on Salesforce's 24th birthday, and we have been focused on what we like to refer to ourselves as being the customer company. And it's really about helping our customers connect to their customers in entirely new ways. And so in the retail context, that is everything from digital marketing, e-commerce, customer service, and all of the different integration points underneath that help you personalize those relationships with the shopper. So a lot of news we've done this week. We had a big partnership with Walmart Commerce Technology this week to bring their store delivery and fulfillment solutions to even more retailers. So this is harnessing work that they've already implemented in their 5,000 stores and then pre-integrating it to Salesforce's e-commerce and order management so that we can help our retail customers go even faster in implementing these solutions, which all became so much more popular over the last few years in the pandemic, right? Everybody needs buy online, pick up in store. Everybody needs a local delivery last mile solution as well. So very excited to work with Walmart on that. This week we also announced some innovations around our composable commerce capabilities, which allow, if you're re-platforming your e-commerce solution, you can go even faster in getting that set up, again, by pre-building key integration points. We also launched some new capabilities in digital marketing, including an integration from Azure and the Microsoft Azure Data Lake into our own customer data platform in Salesforce. We call it Genie, G-E-N-I-E. That will, again, help our customers go faster. One of the key things that we're most excited about here, though, at NRF is all the great customers and the great stories that they have implemented with using Salesforce technology. So here in the booth we have around the corner, Saks is talking about their Slack implementation and how they're using that to collaborate internally and with their store associates. We also have L'Oreal. So I think while most of the show is focused on retail, we can't ignore folks that also may sell through retail or branded manufacturer partners. So they've got a great demonstration of how they're using our retail execution capability to deliver more perfect stores and better store experiences for shoppers by making sure all the products are in the right place at the right price and they have product availability. We also have Crocs and Petco right around here just to give you some additional flavor of how our customers are using some of those personalization capabilities. But the one I wanted to especially highlight is Casey's. And I'm not sure who's familiar with Casey's. They're the third largest convenience store chain in North America. And surprisingly, maybe, they're the fifth largest pizza chain in North America. They sell a lot of pizza. But they are a great story if you are trying to understand a customer data platform. What Casey's has done is really harness all the different systems in their IT network and connected those up to the Salesforce customer data platform so that they can build profile attributes and then segments of all of their shoppers. And so they now have about 150 profile attributes of each one of their guests, as they like to refer to. And these are things like, when do you come into Casey's? Do you fuel up? Or do you come into the store? Do you buy coffee? Do you buy pastries? Or maybe you come in the evening day part on your ride home, and that's when you buy gasoline for your car, etc. And so they have this greater understanding of their guests now by observing all of these attributes. That then allows them to deliver more personalized, relevant offers. So if you are coming in the morning day part, and maybe you're buying a coffee, that is the ideal time to provide an offer for a breakfast pastry as well. So you see this is a very relevant thing. Those, coffee and pastries go together very naturally, and it's an opportunity to treat the guest at Casey's like you have a relationship with them, like you know them. So it's like this degree, as we think about our personal lives, you build a relationship with your friends, your colleagues, and you start to, as you go farther in the relationship with your friends, your spouse, your loved ones, you begin to anticipate their needs. And so this is how Casey's is thinking about their strategy for the customer data platform. How can we better anticipate our guests' needs and then provide them relevant offers at the right time that makes sense? So really thrilled to have so many of our great customer implementations here in the booth that really showcase how we try to stay focused on helping our customers connect to their shoppers in entirely new ways.
Thanks, and repeat the question.
Absolutely. So the question was, there's different data sources in an enterprise. What were some of the ones that Casey's used? And there's a whole variety of ways to do that. As you can imagine, you have your inventory data, you've got data coming from your digital marketing systems, from your e-commerce systems, your financials, etc. You can bring all of that data into the customer data platform. There's a variety of ways you can do that. One of them we have at Salesforce is called MuleSoft, and what that does is it pre-builds connections between systems called APIs, application programming interfaces. And so that helps our customers go faster because we pre-build those common integration endpoints to your financial system, to your inventory system, to your point of sale, so that you don't have to rebuild that, manage that integration, etc. So we provide some capabilities on that end too. Thank you very much for your question.
Right, I think that this booth is really one of the most outstanding booths at the NRF, and there's so many use cases within the 360 degrees of where we're standing. So I recommend that you come back and take a look. And thank you so much for your time, Gordon, because I know you're so busy.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Supply chain into the actual retail store. So it's a very unique software solution, and it's from Toronto in Canada. Those of you who know about innovation, Canada has a really big, very, very vibrant AI community, and in terms of digital technology and innovation, Montreal in particular is really one of the big innovation hubs in the world. And with a population of about 1.2 million, you wouldn't think necessarily that would be the case. There's also a tremendous amount of innovation going on in Miami. Miami's become the hub of Latin American innovation. So, and that company over there basically is all about supply chain. So the great thing about this particular show is that they try to cluster, like type functionalities in one place. Come with me this way.
Okay, hi everybody, I'm Elliot, and this is Jesta. What we're proud about here is we have 50 years of innovation in retail technology, 50 years of helping major brands grow, and 50 years of industry recognition from folks like you. Today I want to show you the Omni Store platform. I guess I have to get used to this a little bit. Okay, cool. And so I represent the voice of the customer here at Jesta. So the way we design our platform is based upon the feedback we get from the market. And the feedback we're getting from retail leaders is three things: Elliot, engagement, experience, and innovation. And as I talk to retail leaders across the board, if I could sum up what they're thinking right now when it comes to the store, we have to do more with less. But I also get to talk to sales associates across the country as well. And when I talk to them, they tell me there's not enough hours in the day to get the job done. And so I want to introduce you to the Omni Store platform. But it's more than us just designing tools, because as we know, if we design tools, you have to train them, and that's where it all starts. It starts with Jesta University. And so we offer our retailers a digital educational platform which has simulations of the software, videos, PDFs, mentorship programs, calendars, gamification. It's very important to us that the associates learn and continue to learn the platform. And after they've learned the platform and they've graduated from the program, I then want to take you into a sales associate's journey throughout their day. And as we know, it all begins when the store opens. So in the morning, this particular retailer just implemented Jesta's store platform. And what they've introduced to the customer is the ability to buy online, pick up from the store, but they also want to leverage the store as a warehouse. So buy online, ship from store. So in the morning before the store opens, this is Sarah, the sales associate. She has a real-time dashboard that's focused on all the operational tasks she has to do. But let's think about her and translate that. What that really means, BOPUS and BOSS, it means she has to go around the sales floor and pick the items. How can we make that easier for her? Well, first, we start with mobility. Second, digital pick lists. Number three, being able to say where the items need to be picked in the store. Next, you have the morning truck. So she's picked, packed, shipped, but she's also going to receive. So mobile tools to receive the product as well. From here, she gets a task from corporate. Corporate lets her know with the new items, she needs to do a floor reset. This becomes very easy for her. So instead of corporate just saying, do a floor reset, here's a PDF, she has the ability to look at images, videos, and anything else that they need to send down to her. From here, she can actually take a picture and confirm that it's done with corporate. Now, the next point, she has a little leftover stock. She's able to go to the back room and she's able to digitally place these items so that they can be located very quickly for the customer in the future. Now, those operational tasks used to take all day. Now they can get done before the store even opens. So when the store does open, she can focus on what's most important: engaging the customer, creating that experience, selling, upselling, and cross-selling. So this is her sales dashboard from corporate. It's gonna let her know her weekly goals, but she's able to drill down to key metrics that she needs to achieve over the course of the day. I've left somebody out, the customer. So let's talk about them. We offer a consumer mobile experience. It's a white labeled app that we offer to the retailers. This is connected to the store system, but it's also connected to the e-commerce platform. One of the cool capabilities is that the shopper at the house can actually create a shared basket, and we'll see how that comes into handy. Now, let's go back to the store. Let's say that the customer comes into the store. Sarah now has access to her full, unified, omni profile. Things like purchases online in store, items that have been pre-sold, items that are in transit right now for some of her orders, preferences and notes, and also segmentation. So if the sales associate doesn't know Michelle, they have all the information they need to be able to customize that experience. Now let's say that she has an online return. That's a non-issue with our system. But let's say that the customer doesn't have their receipt. Non-issue. I can go into the profile, pull up the receipt, and do the transaction. Next, we talked about that dress that she wish listed at her house. This is now available to the sales associate. Why is that important? I can quickly find it for her. Or if she forgot to mention it, I can pull it up as an opportunity to sell it. Now, when I sell that item and it falls into the transaction, that's gonna kick in the product recommendation engine for the next item. So we're gonna continue with the guided selling. From here, we also offer personalized promotions. I mentioned the segmentation. The promotion teams are gonna love this. So what we can do here is we can send targeted promotions for Michelle based upon her purchase history and other activities as well. So now let's go into, let's say she wants to try on a pair of shoes. Another cool thing about our system now is not only do customers want a personalized experience, they also want to personalize their products. And a lot of retailers are looking for capabilities to do product configuration. So another thing is too, let's say that we try on the shoe and it's we don't have their correct size. That's a non-issue. With the Runner app, the associate on the floor can send a request to the person in the back room. The person in the back room, remember what she did earlier? She digitally placed it in the back room. So now the runner can quickly find that item. So it's not just item requests, but they can also chat back and forth about other non-related items, right? So the runner comes out and gives this shoe. It's so easy with the product configurator. For the sales associate, it's a series of guided questions in order to configure that product. And what the sales associate doesn't know is when this is configured, with one click of the button, we create an automatic purchase order that's going to go directly to the vendor to customize the shoe, to drop ship to the customer, or have her pick it up at the store. 1 minute left? Okay, so the last thing, let's talk about the endless aisle. So we have it happens all the time. The customer sees something online, they come inside the store, where's it at? And the associate, I don't know. Now they have full access to all the products across the entire enterprise. What's at her store, other stores, the warehouse, and also what's available from the vendor. So drop shipping, true endless aisle. With one click of the button, I can send this item to any store of her choice to pick up or ship it directly to her house. Next thing is our unified loyalty program, which is part of the platform. This allows the customer to earn points online, redeem in store, earn points in store, and redeem online. And also other payment capabilities now, such as buy now and pay later. And then of course, if any of this gets complicated to the associate, they always have Jesta University at their fingertips. Now, the one thing I did not mention, I'm going to mention now, is what happens if the sales associate is not in the store. And let's be real, a lot of shoppers don't even want to deal with the sales associate. So how does our platform enable a retailer to self-serve a self-shopper? Well, it's available in kiosk mode, so she can see all the real-time prices, inventory, and actually do orders from there. Our POS also offers as a self-checkout, non-issue. We're good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, wanted to show you the app, but that's okay. Thank you guys so much for your time. Engagement, experience, and innovation. And innovation really comes down to how we are open to integrating and connecting with Internet of Things. You guys are going to see RFID technology, beacon technology, magic mirrors. At the end of the day, these solutions do not stand on their own. They have to be connected to the platform. A lot of people are dealing with a legacy platform, and they're using Band-Aids right now. Oh, a magic mirror, but it's not retrieving the correct data. So that's another conversation I'd like to talk to you about, is how our platform is going to enable IoT devices and retailers for the next generation of innovation.
Awesome.
Thank you,
Thank you, Mick. A wonderful job as always.
You are the best.
I know, I should be a whatever. I don't know what the career is.
No, you're in the right position,
Thank you.
my friend. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye. Cheers.
This is your homework after the tour. Basically, there's one particular exhibit which we're not going to stop at. Are we still here? Okay. It's the SAP Store of the Future. It's really a very good example of technology that can be deployed at scale that helps the customer journey, but also it helps with efficiency in the store. So this is sort of the next place we're going to is Diebold Nixdorf. You know them for probably being in the banking business, but they pioneered basically self-checkout, and many of the stores use Diebold. So as we look to the left, beyond this SAP stage, into this little sign here that says amazing customer experiences, there's a whole store setup behind here that really is a really outstanding experience that explains the use of data, tracking, and how that data actually improves your customer experience. So it's behind that, right over there. For those of you who haven't been to the NRF or haven't been in a while, it's actually very easy to navigate. On the floors, they're basically, and the ceilings, there are numbers. So we're currently at row 4200. So the way it works is basically this area starts at 31. It goes all the way up to, I think, 16. So if you ever get lost going from one place to the next, you simply can just look at the floor or look at the ceiling, because everything that you would possibly need is there. So we're sort of in the digital signage area. You've got Toshiba here, Samsung on the back, and so it tends to be a little bit of a cluster on digital signage, in-store technology. One thing that you'll see on the Innovation Lab, which is on the upper floor, it's leave this building and then follow the walkway, is basically you have hologram salespeople. And hologram salespeople are being actually deployed in 7-Eleven in Japan. So this is a really good example of in-store technology innovation that's actually working. What they're able to do is to make the customer experience more productive by eliminating the mundane tasks. Hi, Arvin. Here we are.
You want me to hold this?
Please.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome. I'm Arvin Jawa. I'm with Diebold Nixdorf. I'm the Vice President of Global Retail Strategy for the company, and also head up sales for the Americas. Thanks for stopping by. For those of you who don't know Diebold Nixdorf, we are a retail checkout technology solutions provider. That means we provide software for the checkout, hardware, point of sale, self-checkout, kiosk devices, as well as the services that support all of those journeys. Besides offering hardware, software, services, the most important thing you should take away is that we help retailers design and prepare for journeys of today journeys of tomorrow. So when we think about journeys of tomorrow, it means we have to be flexible. Journeys are changing, they're evolving. Our program is called Store Evolution. And as stores evolve, we know we have to help retailers design those journeys of the future. And that means the technology that supports it, whether it's from a hardware perspective, a software perspective, or a services perspective, also have to evolve. So we create modular solutions, open solutions, meaning they connect with other providers, they integrate very well from a software perspective, and the solutions need to be available, which means we don't want consumers finding out or being the first to find out that the devices don't work. So we manage, monitor, and remotely prepare services to predictively manage those devices. So that in a nutshell is Diebold Nixdorf. We provide these solutions to the largest global retailers around the world: IKEA, H&M, Aldi, Lidl, BP, Shell. These are just a sampling of the customers we support in the multiple verticals of retail: apparel, specialty, fuel and convenience, grocery, hospitality.
You talked about the future path to purchase. Any more sort of elaboration on that? Apart from, you got self-checkout, assisted checkout, and semi-checkout. But if you were going to sort of do a bit of futurism, what do you see that path to purchase?
You know, one of the things that we're seeing is a utilization of artificial intelligence technology to help improve the journey or reduce the friction. We have been using video recognition technology within our self-service solutions to be able to scan fresh produce so that it enables a faster journey for the consumer rather than having to select which items they're picking manually. We'll use video recognition technology to identify products. A second way that we'll use AI is for facial recognition to identify and verify age of a consumer to determine whether they're eligible to purchase an age-restricted product. So those are examples of how we look to the future, and we evolve in a way that makes sense, not by jumping too far out front.
Okay, thank you.
And who exactly is using this right now? Like, who are the retailers using this right now?
Yes, I don't know if you heard me before, but yeah, no, it's okay. Large grocers of the world like Aldi's and Lidl's and Tesco's and Carrefour's, fuel and convenience retailers like Shell and BP and Total, specialty retailers like H&M, and general merchants like IKEA.
And this is throughout their stores, or just like certain?
Yeah, each of these retailers has a different relationship with us. Some are much more on the software side, some have much more of the hardware technology, some just from a services perspective, and there are others who are full service.
Great, thank you.
Yes, thank you, Dan. Appreciate it.
One of the big, so the big trends in retail, as I said before, are in this past 12 months, there's been more checkout in store than ever before. There's also been the issue that every industry is facing, whether you're Costco or Louis Vuitton, basically hiring people and training them. However, companies like Sephora and Williams-Sonoma and Nordstrom that did not lay off their employees are having fewer issues with that. The other deployment that we've seen this year that has really been a long time coming is the use of RFID. And RFID is, as you know, it's an old technology, but it's gotten to the price point where H&M is using it for in the store for inventory and also to find products. So if you're looking for a black suit or a black dress, they can tell you in real time, is it in the store or is it in the store that's only a few miles away. One thing that's very, very seldom talked about and very obvious, and it's so obvious that no one talks about it, is the use of light. And so the proper use of light in a store can actually improve the time in the store by around 17%. So, you know, having the light in the store, having that light shine on a person who is kind and empathetic and helpful. One of the things that Louis Vuitton has in common with Costco is in Costco, when you ask for the dog food, they will walk you to where the dog food is. in Louis Vuitton, when you're looking for a certain type of a handbag, the people there will walk you to the place where the handbag is and give you attention. So, well, this is the technology conference, and technology is driving the future of retail. There's not to be lost the fact that the human touch is the most powerful motivator and effect in retail today. Microsoft has a very excellent booth. If you take a look, they have around 20 to 30 of the companies that they support in their ecosystem. So the one particular one that I favor a lot is called Cooler Screens, and Cooler Screens basically is it's a digital refrigerator network where you can actually target messages to people who are in the store and may want to find a certain type of a beverage. Actually, the beverages light up, and you can voice activate and say, look, I'd like to have a Gatorade, low calorie. Anyway, so we're going, our next step is we're going make a right here at Salesforce and going down to the lower level, where we're going to meet an Israeli startup that's pioneered the use of social facial recognition or product recognition to improve the shopping experience. And it's good to see everybody back here in New York. For those of you who are who want to actually get out in the marketplace, we have store tours that we've created for the NRF that are a way for you to actually get out and experience innovation yourself. And they are, I'd be happy to take any of you on a store tour if you want to get out and see something. Okay, so we're going to take one shortcut here, back the way we came. If there's something that you wanted to see that we're not seeing, I'm happy to show you after the tour. If you'd like to reconnect with any of the people that we spoke to, happy to do that. So the way it works at the NRF is sort of the way it works in retail. So when people have concepts, they generally express that concept in a startup. So if we use like Soho as an example, companies like Gucci or Chanel or Petco will actually start a startup, and then they'll actually put together a single store in Soho, and they'll use that store to collect data. So a good example is the on Worcester Street, that's WOOSTER. There's the Chanel Atelier, which is the only store of its kind in the world. And so if you happen to like beauty, it's an experience that is hard to describe. There's also a Gucci store on the same street, which is the only Gucci store like it in the world. And so if you like Gucci and Adidas, that's a great place to go. One of my favorites is a store called Reedy. It's REDDY. And Reedy is a... good to see you.
Good to see you.
Reedy is a store, it's a dog boutique. So in this dog boutique, you have dog clothes, gourmet dog food, and when you first go in there, you can't believe that a store like this exists. But while you're in the store, you'll see dogs from the neighborhood coming in. They have dog birthday parties there. And this company is based in Tel Aviv, and they use the artificial intelligence and basically as a form to help with product recognition. If you look at the technology that Amazon has developed for the Amazon fashion store in Glendale, you'll see they don't use this technology, but they use a form of this technology to help identify your body and your preference with the right color and types of clothing that would be appropriate for your body shape, and also your coloring, your skin coloring, things like that.
So hello, welcome. Nice to have you here at the Syte booth. My name is Vera, and I'm the CEO of Syte. and I want to tell you a little bit about what we're doing. I'll be kind of brief, and then we'll show you a demo, and I'll leave time for questions. And Syte is a product discovery platform, and we have two aspects to what we do. The first aspect is for consumers, so that you can search and discover visually. It could be either uploading an image that you liked on Instagram or some inspiration you saw and uploading it and searching for something similar. But it can also be about, I just spent time looking on the site, I found a shirt I like, but it's not exactly what I want. How do I find something similar without going back and looking through it? Or maybe I was shopping for, maybe you were shopping for a pair of trousers and your size is not available. And now you have to go all the way back and look for something new. With us, you press on an icon, discovery icon, find similar, and we will recommend all the similar items. Or maybe the jacket that you're looking at is out of stock. And now it's a dead end, right? Because you wanted the size, let's say you're small and small is not available. I can click a button and recommend similar items in your size because we're connected to the inventory. So it's all about making the consumer experience like inspiring and fun. And of course that leads to higher conversion rate, higher average order value, and in a study, a year-long study we did with our customers, it increased the loyalty, which increased the lifetime value of customers. So that's the consumer-facing side. And you have the side that's more the tool for the retailers for performance. And we enable, when we get the catalog of the customer or the retailer we're working with, we describe the entire catalog in words. We call it deep tagging. And deep tagging, on average, we add 6.9 tags per item. And so, for example, let's say we have a dress and the original tag was black and V-neck and maybe long. And we can add, well, you know, is it a spaghetti strap or strapless? Is it asymmetrical? Are the sleeves long? Are the three-quarters? Are they flared? Is there a button? Is there a design? Is there a pocket? Is it flowing? Is it body contour? Is it long? So these are the things that in turn enhance the merchandising and enhance the search in text. So we also make text search better because you can now find specific items. And you can use it to control your inventory, to you can do analysis and insights on returns, like what's common, what are the common themes for things that are returned, what are the So we can, for example, we can talk to a customer and say, look, your shirts with animal prints are not selling, but when you have animal prints on the shoes, that's in. So we also have customers that use it in store for a better shopping experience, and it empowers the person in the store to be more digital, because just like online, people want to have more of the physical store experience, which visual allows you, right? You're looking with your eyes, like in the store. Having digital in the physical store allows you to also give, you know, high-end tools to the associates in the store and empower them. So for example, maybe you're looking for sneakers and you want to know, is my size available? So with Syte's tools, we have one of our customers, a really big sports retailer, saying, okay, this shoe is available or not available. Here are similar shoes. I have a store that's 2 miles away that has this shoe. Do you want me to get it for you, right? So it allows you to really also move it into the experience of the store associate and have them be empowered to deliver better service and to use technology, right? Everybody, especially young people, everybody wants to use technology, and it makes them also, gives them the skills to be able to give better service and to enjoy it. So that's a bit. You ready to see a demo? Yeah. So this is Fashion Nova. It's a fast fashion online retailer, multi-billion-dollar, and you can see over here we have the shop similar. So despite this being very deep technology, it's very easy to use, right? You just press the shop similar and everything becomes shoppable. So you can see the earrings, the hoop earrings are shoppable, the jeans are shoppable, and the shirt. So it allows, it increases the average order value, but it gives a really cool experience that everything becomes shoppable in the image. And you can see over here that, let's say my size is 1X and it's not available. Usually it's a dead end. I mean, these are the jeans I wanted. I just spent a lot of time looking for them. And when you press on that, then we're now checking in the inventory and we're recommending similar looking jeans that are available in stock. And this really increases the value both for the retailer, of course, but for the consumer, right? Next time you'll come back because you had a good shopping experience. It's innovative and then very visual. You can see over here a shop similar, so it's a below the fold, some more things, so you can shop the style. We have seen on Instagram that you can also, connect it to your social, and we have recommendations below that are personalized recommendations based on that. So we have very advanced tools for the merchandisers and for the retail team, but also a really fun experience for the user that translates into better performance. So that's then just a high level. And then we work in several verticals also, so jewelry and furniture and home decor and fashion and bags and everything. So I can show you more, but I want to know if you have any questions first. These are our customers. We have a lot more famous customers that I know you from the press, so I can tell you, but please don't write them, like Nike and Walmart and a few other really large customers. But these are the ones that we can share. So we work with well over probably like close to 150 very well-known retail brands. So I was asked about, can you extend it with the sizes? So we'll have as many sizes as the retailer has. So we don't do like the bracketing. So if you choose 1X and you let's say 1X is out of your size, we will only show you over here 1X. But we don't, of course, we don't have any limit on how many sizes. And you can also make a decision that this is all programmable. So you can say that 1X, I actually want to show in the results 1X and 2X. This would be something that they can, you can define it in the system. And what we call it the console, it's like the brain behind it. Any other questions? Yes?
So, more about this. Like, do you go to Syte and then upload a picture, or you just search by the tags? How do you find something similar?
I was asked about what's the process and how do you find things. So what we do is that when we start working with a retailer, then we actually take the entire catalog and we describe it in words. We call it deep tagging. It's the structured data. So as I told you before, we will describe it in a lot of words. And so this is fed back into the systems of the retailer. And so if I'm searching in words, let's say before I wrote, I want a dress with a V-neck that's got a slit and a button. You'd never find it, but with our capabilities, you will find it. And in general, we only look what's in the catalog of the retailer. So you can upload a photo like we did here. I'll show you. Let me go around because I see my head. Yeah, sorry. Oh, computer's moving. So you can see, I just uploaded that photo and it would instantly find all the similar photos. So we do all the heavy lifting in the back end. Our customers are the retailers. So theoretically, we could do it like a Google Lens, but so we're like the Google Lens for the retailers. So we only find similar items in your catalog. And for example, do you see over here that her earrings are searchable? Right? She has these special earrings. If we didn't have earrings in the catalog, then we would not be able to do that. Okay, then that's better. So the customer can come with the customer can you can come with, let's say, an image. I took a picture of a dance suit or, of Yumi's jacket, right? So I can come with a picture I took or from social, but I also don't have to start with a picture. Remember, I can just look at the jacket and say, hey, I like it. I want to see more in that style. Maybe I ended up with a long jacket and I want a short jacket, or maybe I want to see something different. So that's the beautiful thing about it. Yeah, it works for clothes, bags, shoes, sneakers, furniture, things for the home, sheets, cups, I don't know, furniture, jewelry, watches.
So when all the bands website, I look for Syte, Syte, so...
No, you won't find us. We're
behind the scenes?
We're behind the scenes. Let me see. Hannah, I need you. Now you need to... Can you open the bands for me a second? Sure. So when you go to Vans, right, go into women, go into hoodies and jackets. So you see, it doesn't say Syte. There's these apps that you can see what's inside. I don't know if you know them. There's like Built With, where you can see all the tech stack on the website, but it doesn't say this is by Syte. But if I now the internet's here, so slow. But you see here the shop similar, it doesn't say it's Syte. And it just says shop similar, and if you like it, you're going to click on it, right? Congratulations for your question. I didn't come with an image. I just liked the hoodie and I wanted to see more like it. I just clicked on find similar and it immediately showed me all the new ones. So you don't have to come with anything.
I know this functionality, but I didn't know the other one where you just come with your photographs.
Yes, yes. It's that works very well, and like mostly for the young generation when you have like a certain image, or today there's the influencer marketing. So maybe I saw something on Instagram, and now how do I find it, right? I know it's from this brand. I know, let's say it's Nike, but how do I find the clothes? So it's very powerful.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Take this.